Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sessions with Sonya. Please remember to go and like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please leave us a comment so we can know what you're thinking. Today we're back with episode 3, Getting It Out of the Mud. Our topic is resilience, motherhood, grief, friendship, and building businesses from nothing. In this conversation that I'm about to have, I'm going to be introducing my longtime friend, Miss Kiwanis Atkins. She's an educator, she's an entrepreneur, and she's an author of an NCLEX study guide. And we're going to be talking about how she's balanced being a mother, going to nursing school, all while being in entrepreneurship. So let's welcome her, guys. Kiwanis. Hey. Hey, girl. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Thank you for agreeing to come on Sessions with Sonya
Yes.
to talk about the things that we talk about all the time on the phone and when we're in person talking to each other. This is a topic that I think really women are going to appreciate, getting it out of the mud. So from your perspective, what do you, in your own words, what does getting it out of the mud means or look like for you?
Well, getting out the mud means for me, to just basically stay focused and whatever it is that you're working on and what you're doing, you just have to stay focused and erase all the noise out and just go for the prize.
Okay.
In that moment.
Okay.
Or what have you. And, the struggle is real.
The struggle is truly real.
The struggle is
and
real.
no matter the obstacles no matter the obstacles we face, we still have to keep going. From being a single mother, going through divorce, grief. Hey, we have to get it out of the mud.
Yes, we do. We do.
I know my definition. I don't have a rich uncle. They gave me anything. So everything that I have, I had to get it out of the mud. Right. And I had to work probably twice as hard for it.
Right,
being
right.
a black woman, being, a minority.
Right. But I think as a single mother, we have to work extra hard.
Absolutely.
We have to work extra hard. We have to, wake up, we go to work. We making sure the kids doing their homework. We dropping off school activities. A job and a half, if not 2 jobs.
Yes.
Right?
I know I've worked 2 jobs since forever.
You're trying to study. You're trying to pass tests. And the chapters when you're studying, like 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters at a time?
Yes.
And you have to pass tests. You have to make a certain GPA, a certain percentage just to pass the class. So, it's life be life. And
life be life, girl.
So getting it out the mud, you just have to stay focused.
Well, I'm really, really proud of you. And you talk about nursing school and the studying. So let's dive into the struggles of nursing school, of being a young mother. I know we talked throughout the years, and even when I was in nursing school for a brief moment, and we would always share and encourage one another. So for the people that are listening, man, let's share some of the struggles that you had and how you overcame them. Is in nursing school aspect of it.
Well, for me, I had my kids or what have you, having to work, and the jobs wasn't really paying a lot. You making $5 an hour. You have 2 kids at the time. You're trying to go to nursing school, trying to go to school, period. And you being up all night. Right? You being up all night, making sure the kids is okay. And a lot of tearful nights. Trying to make sure the bills get paid. Like, how am I going to pay this bill? Oh, my God, they're not paying me enough. But like I said before, when you're keeping your eye on the prize, you just have to look at the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, the struggle right now, it's real.
Yes.
But when you get to the end of that tunnel, you're going to be able to see the light.
The struggle is real, but so is your faith.
But so is my faith. Exactly.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
Keeping God first in everything that I do as well. And I'll say this here to single mothers or anyone that's trying to, go to school, take care of their children. Right. You just have to stay focused. And some people have a village, some people don't have a village, right? Mm-hmm. But if you have a village, utilize your resources. That's all I can say on that part right there. And just don't give up. Mm-hmm. Because if you give up, you'll never know that if you would have been able to do it.
Yes.
And for me, I didn't give up.
No,
I'm not a person if you tell me I can't do something, okay,
that's more fuel, right?
We're going to see.
Tell me what I can't do and watch me do it.
And watch me do it.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes.
So nursing school, it's a struggle, but, I think if you just keep God first.
Yes.
just keep him first and stay on your knees praying. You'll get through it. You'll get through it.
A lot of people think it's cliche when we say that, but we're going to dive off into that a little bit further on down. But let's talk about what was birthed out of this NCLEX study guide here. What inspired you to write this NCLEX study guide?
So for me, I am a repeat test taker when it comes to my nursing boards or what have you. And what I did was I compiled like all my notes or what have you. And I'm like, you know what? Once I got focused on just studying and remove the outside noise, because I be doing a lot. I do, I'm trying to do a business, I'm trying to do this. And actually I birthed this book during the pandemic. That's when the birth of this book came. And I was like, you know what? It's downtime. I'm not working a whole lot right now. I'm working, but I'm not working like a lot of the other people working because see, I had just lost my dad, and we'll get into that a little later. But at the time, I birthed this book because I said, you know what? You need to go ahead and write a book and help other nurses that can help them along the way, right? And that's what really inspired me because I struggled to pass the test. I passed it. Yay, thank God.
It's kind of like that Romans 8:28. For all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord and who are called according to his purpose. So even though you were a repeat test taker, had you not been, would this book have been birthed?
Probably not.
Exactly.
Probably not.
Exactly. Not. So guys, the book is called Study Guide for NCLEX. Would you like to tell them where they can pick up this book for?
You can go to Amazon.com and then type in Study Guide for NCLEX, or you can type my name in, Kiwanis Atkins, Study Guide for NCLEX, and it will pop up. There is the paperback version, and you can also purchase the it's another version on there as well, where you can do the electronic download the electronic ebook on there as well on Amazon.com.
That is awesome. So guys,
thank you.
Run over to Amazon.com and get my friend's book, y'all. Study Guide for NCLEX. Get this for all of your cousins, nieces, whoever is in nursing school and who want to succeed.
Yes.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
So, all of these struggles, basically, it sounds like what we're saying, all of these struggles really change the trajectory of your destiny. Oh my God, let's talk about that. Like how all of these struggles really changed. And I know you mentioned the loss of your father. So the loss of your father been a repeat NCLEX test taker,
right?
And all these being a single mom, so all of these struggles,
right?
Tell us, and then with the loss of your father.
So, like I said before, you just have to. Everything that I went through, first, it made me stronger as a person, and my whole outlook of things in life today is totally different of how I would look at it before. Before, right? Because we live and we learn. We go through things and we learn from them, right?
That's it.
So just with that, just staying in the process of everything changing, you still have to stay focused and put God first, right?
You make it sound so easy,
but it was hard. It was hard, and I had to learn. These are things you have to learn. And when people, when we coming up in the church and when we young, we it's instilled in us to always pray, ask God for the things that you need, keep the faith, all those things. And when we're doing that, do we really have faith? Are we really putting Him first?
Can you tell me a time when you knew that you really had faith?
I knew I had faith after I had kids and I was trying to get out of school, and only Him got that first degree.
Yes.
And after that,
tell us about your first degree.
Well, my first degree is psychology. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology.
Wow, I didn't know that, Kiwanis.
Yeah, I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. Wow. I do have a lot of degrees behind my name, but I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. Okay. Then I later on, after that, I went to LVN school. Okay. And I did my LVN. Wow. And then after that, I worked for several years.
There's levels to this.
Yes, it is. And after that, I went back and did my associate's degree in nursing.
Okay.
Or what have you. And while I was in my LVN program, the third level, I also, at the time, started working on my master's degree in administration.
Check her out, guys. Oh my
Concentration
goodness.
health
I
services.
can't with you.
I know, girl. I know. So a few years ago, I finished my bachelor's of science degree in nursing or what have you.
Yes.
And, I just keep going. I just keep going.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
You open the book and you read it and be like, oh, I can do this. I can do this. And it has been easier. The last few degrees has been much easier than the ones in the beginning because now I know how to balance life. I know how to, just stay, like my focus is better, because you got to remember I was in my 20s, right?
Yes.
I'm
young
in
mom.
I don't want to really say my age today, but I'm in my 40s now,
Yes.
right?
You're beautiful.
So thank you. So today I'm able to just stay focused and balance life at this time. And, I'm working on my, should I tell them what I'm working on now?
We're going to say that.
We'll say that for later.
Save that.
Okay, we'll say that for later. Yeah, we'll save it for later.
In all of our talking and conversing with one another, I know that it was something that hit you, and it hit you really, really hard. And at one point, it was like, you were struggling really bad, and that's when you lost your father. Let's talk about that.
This is a very, very, very.
Can we get us some tissue?
Oh,
let's get us some tissue. It's okay. It is okay. Thank you. Okay, yeah. I understand.
That's a touchy subject.
I
for
know.
me.
I know.
Talk about my dad.
Yes. But you're gonna help somebody who is dealing with grief and dealing with trying to keep going, and because I hear you saying stay focused, and I hear you saying put God first. But Kiwanis, that's not easy all the time.
No,
and I have to tell my part, but I'm gonna let you. I want you to share this.
Yeah,
like this was one of the times where it was kind of touchy for you, and I want you to share with us.
Yeah, my dad. I love my dad, and everybody know I love my dad.
Yes, I know you.
Everybody know I love my daddy.
Yes,
and my dad, he would encourage me and everything, and when times got hard or what have you, he would be like, well, baby, you can do it. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Absolutely.
Regardless of how it look.
Right.
He would always encourage me just to keep going or what have you. And, sometimes I'd be like, even today, I'd be like, oh my God, when I can't figure some certain things out, and I'd be like, dang, if Daddy was here, I can ask him and he'll tell me an answer, right? And
that's really good to have that support.
Yes, it is. And my mom, she's a big supporter as well.
That's a blessing.
That with my journey along the way as well. But I love my dad, girl.
Yes.
I love him and I miss him so much. But just losing him, we think we're here forever and we think we have family or people here forever, but once they're gone, they're actually gone. Yes. And all we have is memories, right?
Yes.
So, my dad, he would really encourage, and he was so proud of me.
I want you to share one moment, a memory that you have of your dad encouraging you when you thought you were just going And so when he came, he said what? He did what? Tell us.
I was working on my associate's degree in nursing, right? And I paid for it out of pocket.
Okay.
And one of my payments, maybe a couple of payments, and I said, I'm not going to be able to pay for these classes. I might as well stop, you know. So I called my dad, and, my dad at the time, he's sick and going through what he going through, whatever at the time.
But even sick.
And even sick, and my dad was getting this little Social Security check, and I needed a certain amount of money, for my class or what have you. And I called him, and I said, Daddy, I think I'm going to just stop going to school because I don't have the money to pay for this. I'm tired. Picking up all these hours and stuff. He said, well, I get my check in a few days.
Yes.
Tell them people you're going to have their money. He told me, tell them people you're going to have their money.
I know that's right.
And he said, if you need anything else, just let me know.
Wow.
So he did. He paid for that. He paid for that section and the section after of it or whatever. And I tried to pay him back, girl. He wouldn't even take the money. He wouldn't even take the money,
Wow.
So, yeah, that was something that was really cool.
And it made
with
you
him.
smile. I love it.
Yeah, it really did. Because, girl, Daddy, Baby, that man, yes, yeah, he was there. He
wow.
did. He did that for me, and that it did mean a lot.
For you
It
to
meant a
have
lot.
had that and have those memories and had that time with your dad, that's big.
Yeah, fun
That's
memories.
huge.
Fun
Yes.
memories. My dad was a comedian, girl.
Yes.
He'll make you laugh in the
Yes.
drop of a hat.
Yes.
So when I think about him, I just think about when people hear me when I talk about my dad. You know, I talk about the jokes, the things that he have said, because I've been grieving ever since he been gone. But it has gotten better every single day. And when I'm talking about the jokes and I'm laughing and I'll be like, "Oh, Daddy, this," I actually mark him of what he's
Yes.
saying. And that there alone brings me joy because
Yes.
I'm laughing at him
Yes.
because he was such a character. He was such a
Yes.
character.
Wow.
But yeah, but
Yes.
I miss him. I miss him a lot. But he
Okay.
did. He did that for me.
So with that being said, now we can go off into how grief fueled your big project that you're getting ready to do now. Let's talk about it.
Well, yeah,
Your vision for Atkins Touch Academy.
to keep going,
Okay.
just from, my dad, I've always wanted to, open up my school or what have
Okay,
you.
tell us
And
about the school. We don't know. The audience doesn't know. So tell
Okay.
us what is Atkins Touch of Academy. Tell us what is it?
Atkins Touch Academy is my new baby
Okay.
that is here. I'm just, waiting on a few more things. But anyway, Atkins Touch Academy is going to be a nurse aid training school.
Okay.
I will be also offering EKG training,
Wow.
phlebotomy as well, CPR and BLS and ACLS.
So for the ones who are not medical, what is B?
So basic life support.
Okay,
So that's
okay.
just CPR.
CPR,
Yes,
yes.
CPR. So I'll be
Okay.
offering that as well and I feel like with
and
CPR.
your classroom, your school is beautiful, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm not going to give it away because the grand opening is going to be when?
November 22nd.
Yeah, okay.
November 22nd.
Yes.
November 22nd. But stay tuned, because sometimes things may change, but
Yes.
we're looking to be open November 22nd,
That is
2025.
awesome.
Yes.
That
yes,
is awesome.
Yes.
Anything else you want to share about the school for people who might want to contact you to ask more questions or even to sign up?
So right now I can be reached at 832-808-5010, or you can go to AtkinsTouchOfWellness.com. info@AtkinsTouchOfWellness.com. That's the email for right now that you can use. But, just give me a call if you're interested, and we'll go from there.
Yes, I
yes.
love it. Congratulations, my girl.
Thank you. I'm also proud of you as well.
Thank you.
With everything you have going on, too.
Yes,
So
yes.
tell us a little bit about it, what you have going on.
As you know, I have been working on launching a mental health rehab agency. This was a vision that I've had for the last 10, 12 years, as well as a nonprofit organization. And we got it launched. We're going on 2 years being open, and we're growing, and things are getting better. So yes, I'm excited
That's
about
amazing.
that.
That's amazing.
But it wasn't easy.
I know it wasn't.
It wasn't
know it
easy.
wasn't.
I too, we shared this before, but I was a repeat test taker for the LCSW.
Girl, don't life be lifing.
Girl, I tell you, I remember the first time when I took the LCSW for the first time. I took it in Louisiana, and it was in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was like August of 2020. And I was working at the hospital, one of the prestigious hospitals in Baytown. Right. And I had such an amazing director and an amazing team of people who I was working with in the case management department. And I missed that test by 3 points. And so I was sharing with my team and with my director, and I was wanting to take it over, to hurry up and take it over. And so I had scheduled to take this test over in November, I think it was. And I was so pumped and ready to pass this test. But then something else happened. In October of 2020, my oldest daughter, she had a suicide attempt. And I found out some things had happened to her when she was younger.
Right.
And it just kind of really set me back. And I never forget taking that test in November. And it's like every question on the test was about what she had dealt with.
Wow.
And I remember leaving out of the storming out of the testing center, going to the restroom, just crying and just the story. I've told you about it, and just not being successful. And so took the test 2 more times, same thing. And at this time, we're going through prepping for trial, prepping for court, and it was a lot.
Yes.
And so I'll never forget December the 10th, 2021. It was right after God bless my husband and I had to close on our home. And, a lot of good things were happening. Right?
Timing is everything.
It was my daughter's senior year. She had a village of people pushing her to keep going, and I remember wanting to reschedule that test because she was, had some more challenges,
Right.
And I remember my husband telling me, he said, "No, you're going to go take that test and you're going to pass it." And I'm like, well, I had stopped studying like 3 weeks prior because of everything that was going on around me. And girl, I went in there and I was taking that test and I'm answering the questions, B, A, C. And then it got to those questions again, about the same thing, what, she went through. And I remember raising my hand, asking to go to the restroom, and in the mirror just was screaming, just, trying to get myself together. And it was like, it was something in me. I heard my husband's voice, "You're going to pass it this time. You're going to pass it this time." Yeah. So I put some water on my face, got myself together, went back in there and pushed start to resume my exam, answer all the little questions, and push submit, and I passed the test.
It's all with God's timing.
All in God's timing. But Find Your Destiny counseling service wouldn't be in existence if I had not gone through that and passed that test, because, I didn't want to partner with anybody, I needed a certain, certification license to, do this, on my own. And so I thank God for being here today. It hadn't been easy.
It hadn't been.
It hadn't been easy at all.
And I think just everything that we are discussing in this moment,
yes,
getting out the mud, everything we have discussed was the mud.
Yes,
pretty
all
much,
of that. And guess what? With both of our stories, that's just one tip of the iceberg.
Exactly.
Like we hadn't disclosed, everything else, but we've learned how to have faith. We've learned how to endure through hard times.
That's right.
And just keep going no matter what.
No matter what.
And I've been thankful for you.
I've been thankful for you too. And stop being so nice.
I know.
Yeah, stop being so nice.
I'm getting there, girl, but you're right. I have to learn boundaries.
Right.
I know
And
you and a few more others, have told me about that, especially when it comes to being a woman and having friends.
Yes.
As entrepreneurs and business owners.
Exactly.
It's not easy.
It's not.
It's not easy.
It's not.
Let's get into that.
It's not.
Look, that's a whole nother podcast by itself.
It is. Because the thing is, you don't want to be taken advantage of.
Absolutely.
Especially when you're a giver.
Yes.
However I give.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So when, it's just like when you can pour into people, right? And I think I just had this conversation the other day. When you're pouring into people, and when you're pouring, you just pouring.
Yes.
When your cup run empty, who gonna pour into you?
Because we cannot pour from an empty cup.
You can't pour from an empty cup.
But I will tell you what.
Because we have to be refueled
that is
as
true.
well.
But I will tell you this about you and I. I love how we've stayed in contact.
Yes.
And how our bond has grown even stronger and stronger. Yes. And even when I moved out here and you were already here, and just, even coming to your birthday party and you supporting me and mine.
Yes.
And, it's like old times.
It was like old times.
Just two little country girls down there from Gloucester.
Look, out here in the big city.
Yes, out here in the big city, doing it.
Doing well. That's right.
And doing it well.
Doing it well.
Doing it with God.
Yes, first.
Doing it with nothing, though.
Yes, I know, right?
Doing it from nothing. We're doing it.
But you know what? It's amazing. You know, it's amazing to, what we're doing. We're showing people that it don't matter where you come from,
Yes.
what you have or what you don't have.
Yes.
With God, all things is possible.
Yes,
If you keep
yes,
him first.
it
And you
is.
have to keep him first in everything that you do, because if you
Yes.
don't, you're not going to get anywhere.
Absolutely.
That's just how I roll.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's how I roll.
So you and I have this authentic friendship.
Yes.
Let's talk about how important it is to have authentic women and friendships around you in this season of our lives. And other women who are entrepreneurs and maybe going through, women being competitive with you, or women, trying to one up you, or
Right.
knowing where you come
Right.
from, knowing the grit that you come from, right?
Right.
Knowing
Right.
how you got it out of the mud,
Right.
Really, being comfortable seeing you in your down state and uncomfortable seeing you in your up state. How important it is to have people like you and I.
Well,
like somebody else might not have a Kiwanis. Somebody else might
Right.
not have a Lasagna.
Right. Well,
so
that's the thing. First of all, I'm not in competition with anyone.
Absolutely.
Right? But you meet people and you will sense, because God give us discernment too,
Yeah,
right?
come on with that
so
discernment,
when you
yes.
feel that in your presence, it's like, okay, how do I handle this? Right? Well, for me, I'm not even gonna deal with it, because I don't even want to. I have too much
I know.
important things that I have
Yes.
to stay focused on,
Right.
to have to deal with someone
Yeah.
that
Facts.
that has
For sure.
internal issues of
Come
their
on.
own.
Come-
Don't
girl,
come dump
don't
them
you-
on me and
Come
what
on.
I'm going to have going on.
Come on.
Because before I made it to this point, I didn't have anything.
Come on.
Okay?
And
so I
but
had
guess
to work
what?
hard.
But those people know that though. Most of them know that.
Some of them know and some of them really don't know. They may think they know, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's
if
true.
you know, shame on you, right? Because you have watched me work
And that's what
get
I'm
to
talking
this
about,
point.
the ones that
why
been
are you
watching.
mad?
Yes.
Why are you upset? Or why are you
Yes.
angry? You know what I
Yes.
mean? But I don't want them type of people around me. I'm
Yes.
just sorry.
And I'm learning.
I don't want to deal with it. All the extra, because I don't have time to be arguing with nobody.
Yes.
I have other things, other
Yes.
important things
Come on.
to birth
Yes.
besides, worrying
And
about that.
whenever we get together, girl, we talking about God.
Yes.
We talking about business.
Positivity.
Yes.
Yes, positivity.
Yes. And encouraging one another.
Exactly. Like, I'm
love
so proud of you.
And I am
everything that you're doing.
So proud of you, girl.
Yes. And we want more. The thing is, we want more women,
Absolutely.
regardless to how many kids you have, where you come from, how much money you have. It's possible you can get it done. You just have to stay focused and reorganize your life, and focus on what's really important, because if it's somewhere you want to be, if you were somewhere last year and you in that same spot last year,
Girl.
you need to reorganize some things in your life.
You listen.
Seriously.
You hitting on my next point. I asked this question to someone: is getting it out of the mud resilience, a trauma response, or is it both? Is that mindset? Come on, psychology
Depending on the mindset, it can be both. I think. Depending on the mindset,
That's
it
what
can
I
be
say.
both.
I
It just
think it's
depends on
both.
where you are in your mindset.
But just like you just said previously, it's like you're looking at where you were before, and you're like, no, I got to. It's like,
Right.
and then too, dealing with not having what you needed. I know for me, not having what I needed or afraid. I've tasted homelessness. I've shared with you before. I've tasted sleeping in my car. I've tasted not having nothing to eat. I've tasted home evictions and repossessions. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I don't want to go back. I refuse to go back. So for me, I have to get it.
There's no plan B.
I got to get it out of mud. Yes.
There's no plan B.
Yes. God is
Plan A gotta
A.
work.
God is plan B. He's plan C.
See?
All the way to Z.
There you go.
And so I have to get it done because I remember going through the bad divorce. I remember not wanting to live.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I remember not feeling like I was good enough, or I wasn't enough. And so now that I'm here, the trauma response is you're not going back.
That's
but
right.
then the resilience of it is I can do all things through Christ. Hey,
That strength
who give
is
me
me.
strength.
Strength. That's
Come
right.
on.
That's right. That's
so,
right.
So for me, it's both.
It is both. That's why I say depending on where your
Yes.
mindset is. When you come from a dark place or when you come from where you came from,
Yes.
right?
I have
and
no
to
other
where you are
choice.
right now. And God has walked with you, leaned you forward, pulled you
Man.
up,
Facts.
stayed beside you, held your hand, pick you up off the floor,
Facts.
wipe your tears away. Guess what? You don't have to go back. You just continue to do what you was doing, doing your journey.
Facts.
You got to just keep him first,
Absolutely.
because he gonna be with you. He not gonna leave you, nor forsake you.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
What is something that we can tell the women, like some advice for women who are building businesses right now? And I know that we have our little group that
Yes.
we're going to be coming out with soon. We're not going to speak on it now, but we have an alliance, a group of women who are going to be encouraging other women who want to be in business. But for now, just you and I, what can we say to those women who are building businesses and they going through hardship?
Surround yourself around, people or a group of women who are building. They're in the building stage of their businesses, right? You got to stay positive, positive people, positive personalities,
Facts.
Not the down and depressed
telling
type,
you what
telling
you
people what you
can't
can't do and all that.
Yes.
Just get around a group of ladies they have a mission and they're working towards their mission.
Yes.
And you're seeing it. You're actually seeing it.
It's evident.
It's evident. Not what I'm going to do.
You can see the fruit.
You can see the fruit
That's
of their
it.
labor. You don't want to, everybody, I'm not saying nothing is wrong with writing you write it down on paper, make it plain,
Yeah,
all that. It
that's
works,
it.
yes. But at the same time,
Faith without works is
faith
dead.
without works is dead.
That's
Just
it.
get around a group of ladies that's going somewhere that want it. You have to have that you have to just want it. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? That the drive, the
That's it.
determination, the discipline.
And you have to have that.
You have to have the discipline
No matter
as well,
what.
regardless. Because sometimes, even with me right now, coming up to the grand opening, and I'm like dreading, like, oh my God,
Yes.
am I finna do this?
I know.
Am
I
gonna
still
do this?
sometimes be
And I'm
like, whoa, what?
I'm doing it.
With some other projects I'm working on, seriously.
But
Facts.
just getting things prepared. Everything is a process.
Yes, it is.
And as long as you stick to your plan and you pray over your plan, it's gonna come into fruition.
Yes. My advice for the ladies is make you a list of 3 to 5 short-term goals that's working towards your vision,
Right.
your business, what you want to do. Check them off.
As you go. Yeah.
And have a time frame. Within 45 to 60 days, I will be and created an LLC. I'm going to did this, did that, filled that out, sent that in. You have to stay on it.
You do.
I mean, read up on this manual. You got to be up while everybody's sleeping.
And not to cut you off, another thing that I've learned too, for people who are, in business, women in business, don't listen to the naysayers.
Man.
Okay? Don't let anyone place their fear
You gotta
of
stop,
doing something.
We got to stop
upon
telling everybody
you.
everything. We
And
got to
that's-
stop telling everybody everything.
And that's what it boils down to. That's what it boils down
Yes.
to. Yeah, I didn't mean to talk.
No,
interrupt you or what
I'm
have
glad you brought that up
But when
because
you were
that's
saying
another
that,
point.
that's what was coming to.
We can't
coming
share
to me.
every vision with everybody.
Because everybody don't.
They
Your
don't get
vision
it.
is what God gave you.
That's it.
My vision is what He gave me.
It's not a group project.
It's not a group project, right?
Thanks.
It's not a group project. But you still want to surround yourself with the women that's going the same direction
Absolutely.
as you're going.
Absolutely.
As you're going.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's good. I'm so proud of
This
you.
is good. This is so good.
I'm so proud of you.
This is so good.
And I just hope that what we spoke on today really
Yes.
encourage
Yes.
the women out there to let them know that, hey, regardless of what you're doing, what you're going through, however it may look,
Yes.
you can do it.
Yes. And the mud is
The
not your
evidence,
ending.
the evidence is here.
It's here.
The evidence is here. The
It's
evidence. That's what I say. The evidence
It's
is here.
And the
It's
mud
here.
is not your ending.
It's not. The mud is not your ending.
Because even in the mud, destiny is still alive.
Say it again.
That's it. Even in the mud,
Yes,
destiny
yes,
is still
yes,
alive.
It is. It is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've enjoyed
Absolutely.
this.
I've enjoyed this too.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to Sessions with Sonya, episode 3, Getting It Out the Mud. So if you like what you just saw and heard, go right on over to our YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe, please. Also, do not forget to go over to our TikTok page and follow us on TikTok for all these amazing clips. And don't forget Instagram as well, Sessions with Sonya. And while you're at it, go on over to Facebook and like Sessions with Sonya. Stay tuned for more.